Hi, John. Good
How are you?
morning, everyone. Good.
It's a beautiful
How's your
day here
day?
at the beach.
Oh, nice. I'm jealous. So, for those of you that don't know me, I'm Margaret Ward. Everyone calls me Mars because I'm out there. I'm with eXp Realty, and I'd love for you to follow me on all my social media platforms. My hashtag is Get Ready to Move. And I'm here with John Nash. John Nash is one of my team leaders on the eXp Sleepy Hollow team. Right now we're based out of New Jersey, but we have agents across the country. So John and I will talk about that in a little bit. But I thought it'd be kind of fun to get to know John. John is a real estate agent in New Jersey, and he's been doing this for a long time. But rather than talk about real estate and the market right up front, I thought it'd be nice to get to know John by asking him this or that scenario. So John, I'm going to ask you a series of questions, and all you need is a one-word answer. Later on, we're going to get into some deeper questions to really get to know you. How does that sound?
Well, I'm not that good at one-word answers, but we'll go ahead and give it a shot.
Before we get started, John, do you want to introduce yourself?
Sure. As Mars said, my name is John Nash. I'm with the Sleepy Hollow team. I'm one of the team leads with Joe Burris. We've been selling real estate in the Plainfield area as our primary market for 25 years. And we worked for Century 21 franchise for many years. We opened our own independent company, which we operated for just about 15 years. We were at Remax for a brief time before we discovered eXp.
Okay.
And we've been at eXp now a little over a year, and we're not looking back. We're just looking forward. So it's been a great experience so far, and I can't imagine it getting anything but better at this point.
Oh, that's great to hear. So John, I've been on your team for about a year and a half now.
Yeah, you came over pretty much right after we did. I think we came over in February, and you might have came over in March or April.
Yeah. So I came over because I saw Joe's picture in one of the real estate marketing magazines that said he was a great real estate agent. So I called him and said, "Hey, I want to join your team," and I did the next day.
Yep.
So that's pretty cool. All right, so I'm gonna do some quick fire questions at you, one word answers if you can do it. So let's see how you do. Okay, John, tough question: coffee or tea?
Coffee.
Cat or dog?
Responsibility.
That's not an answer. Cat or dog? Come on.
You said one-word answers. Responsibility. Oh gosh. I hope my cat's not listening, but dog.
Poor baby. Tudor or Victorian?
Oh gosh. I had a Tudor already, so I'm gonna say Victorian.
All right. Jog or walk?
Definitely jog.
Listing or buyer's agent?
Both.
Okay, that's one word. Hawaii or Alaska?
Beautiful.
Okay. Yellow or blue crayon?
Yellow.
Spider-Man or Batman?
Spider-Man.
Penguin or sloth?
Adorable.
If you could only listen to one song today, what's the song?
Well, that's a tough one. I guess Pharrell Williams, Happy.
Oh, nice. That's one word too, so that meets criteria. I love it. What do you think about in the car?
Oh my gosh, so much.
I had to
ask. What's next? It's like, I've got the days just kind of spiral. So it's like, what's next? What should I be doing? What could I be doing? Why do I have to waste time in the car? Especially if you're driving alone, right? You're like,
right.
Oh my God, I need to get on the phone and I can't.
Oh yeah. You're going to have to take one of my mindfulness classes, John.
Okay.
You won't care. All right. So what's the last gift you gave someone?
My time.
Good. And what is the most important thing to you?
Oh gosh, health, definitely health.
If I gave you a magic lamp, what are your 3 wishes?
That this pandemic would be over, that we all survive and are healthy,
Mm-hmm.
and that I can travel like I've never traveled before.
Good. I like it. Now, I want to ask you a few questions about your experience with eXp so far. Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Okay. On the first deal, what does an eXp agent get?
Well, oops, that's kind of a loaded question because they get obviously their commission,
Okay.
and on your first deal, you'd be on an 80-20 split, so they would get 80% and the company would get 20%. But they also get a stock award every year when they close their first deal, and the value of that is $200.
Nice.
And if anybody they brought to the company closes a deal, they also get stock on their first closing, and they also get revenue share. So that's why I said it was kind of a loaded question.
Wow. I like the loaded answer. What happens when an eXp agent caps?
Well, first of all, a lot of agents don't know what a cap is, so let's talk about that a little bit. So
Okay, make it simple though. Make it simple for me.
Sure. So when you sell a house and the company takes their commission,
Okay.
that part of the commission the company receives goes towards a maximum, which is the cap. So the maximum amount of money eXp will take from each agent is $16,000, and that's when that's their cap.
Okay.
So when you cap at eXp Realty, you move to 100% commission, and you get a $400 stock award.
Oh, that's cool.
So
I like the way you explained it. Yeah.
You get rewarded with this company when you reach certain production levels. So
I see.
it motivates you to get to that next step.
I like the way you explained it too. Really easy. I've heard a lot of people explain it, but that's pretty straightforward. Thanks for that.
I'm glad you liked it, because it was like I was trying to think, how can I make this simple?
Yeah.
I like to complicate things sometimes. So, but yeah, I think that was the easiest way to explain it.
John, can you explain the color yellow to a blind person?
I don't think so.
It's a tough one, right?
Yeah, because I do deal with blind people now and then, and the first question I always ask them is, do you read Braille? Because a lot of blind people don't.
Right.
So, but yeah, it would be a hard question to really answer if I don't know if they've been blind their whole life, but yeah, I guess maybe could you use the word bright and cheerful? I don't know.
Why not, right?
Well, they don't know what bright is, maybe. I don't know. So
I guess it's a learning experience, huh?
Yeah, I'll have to, next time I talk to a blind person, I'll have to ask them. That's a great question.
Thanks. So has eXp improved your life in any way, and if so, how?
Yes, it has. And that's another loaded question. It gives me more time to do what I want to do, because of the extra income opportunities that we have. I don't have to spin my wheels with people that might not be productive, or that will take me a year to get to a closing table. I can really focus on those people that are really, on the motivated side, whether they're a seller or a buyer. Buyers can be a little bit more tough because you don't have a contract a lot of times. At least with sellers, you get a contract for 6 months to a year, so you know that they are going to they're gonna be profitable to you in some way, whether you come to a closing table with that listing or you get leads from that listing. So that's my answer on that.
Oh, good. Okay. If you could have joined eXp earlier in your career, at what point would you have done that, and why?
Joe and I were talking about this. We would have, if we would have joined eXp when we first started real estate, I think we were in our late 20s or
So
early
2 weeks ago, huh?
yeah, early 30s. We'd be multimillionaires by now just from the stock awards that the company gives us annually.
Wow.
So it would be really nice to know that I don't have to answer that phone call on a
Right.
holiday weekend. I don't have to answer that phone call when I'm at my nephew's wedding or anything like that. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been, we'd be in a much better place. All the agents that worked for us over the years when we owned Sleepy Hollow Realtors, they'd all be in a much better place. So yeah, I wish I would have joined much earlier.
Okay. That's a good answer. So what are the top 3 reasons that a real estate franchise owner might consider eXp?
Well, I wouldn't just say I wouldn't say a franchise owner. I would say an independent real estate agent as well.
Okay.
Not agent, but company, even agents, but as far as other real estate companies, whether you're a franchise or an independent, this program is really great because the retention value that this company offers you as the owner or team leader to keep your agents in your financial downline is really great because you get, if they're on your team, they're still going to get stock awards. They have the potential to earn revenue share. If they all of a sudden are on your team and they want to spread their wings and grow their own team and leave your team, it's you want to encourage that because they're going to bring on agents who are going to bring on revenue share to you. They're going to stay in the company because they have the stock awards that could be worth thousands of dollars. For somebody to buy them out of that would cost a lot of money. So you're not going to lose them from your revenue share portion of this company. So also what they do is we offer really great training that you don't actually have to do. You can do it. We still train on our team, but I direct agents to the statewide training that our local broker offers. But then we also have training that is done by top trainers in the industry from across the country. We have Tarek El Musa from HGTV, who is one of our agents and also a trainer. We have Jay Kinder, who is a top Caldwell Banker agent worldwide. He is an eXp agent. He's also a trainer. All these trainers at this company have a requirement that they have to close $3 million of real estate plus 20 transactions. So that's a lot of real estate. So our trainers are great, and they also have to interview. So you have to fill out an application with the company and tell them what you want to teach, and they're going to interview you and the other agents that applied for it, and they're going to choose who's best for that particular class. So it's pretty awesome.
Wow. So John, this is a little sidebar, but have you ever considered becoming a teacher? I know you're so great to me as my mentor. How many times do I text you or call you with a goofy question, right?
Yeah, I mean, I do teach. I am a mentor at eXp, which is really cool. If you're a brand new agent, eXp has a mentor program where they'll hook you up with someone in your local area, and you close a minimum of 3 transactions with them, and then you get to spread your wings and go off on your own. If you want more, you can still have your mentor mentor you. Beyond that, and also you have so many people to rely on at eXp. You have our whole expansion team. So if I need questions answered and I don't know the answer, I can go to my state broker. I just pop in. That we actually have a whole back-end world where our brokers and the support staff are, and I can just pop at any time from my home. I don't have to get dressed. I don't have to get in a car. I just pop in and say, hey, Jeffrey, hey, Jeannie, hey, Ellen, and they're there to answer my questions. I've never had to wait to get a question answered during normal business hours. And after hours, or even during business hours, you can just do a workplace chat and someone will respond to you almost instantly, even after hours. So it's pretty cool. And I'm sorry, what was your question?
No, you answered my question.
Okay.
So if someone wanted to contact you, maybe they have a question or they want to find out more about joining our team, how would they get a hold of you, John?
Well, I want to go back on the other thing I was talking about. So in addition to the state brokerage help, and we have a whole back-end world where you can do accounting. We have lecture halls that hold thousands of people, but there's other questions I want answered as well. I can go to my eXp family who are located throughout the country that have been with the company longer than me and get answers from them, and they can help share their experience of the company with me and other agents that want to come on board. So I just wanted to add on to that. So I'm sorry, what was your last question? What was your next question?
It kind of dovetails off your answer. So if someone from another state wanted to join our team, would that be possible?
Totally. We have, I would call that our expansion team. We have a local team here, and it's not even really local. We have agents down in Cape May area, Atlantic City, all the way up to Lake Hopatcong area and everywhere in between. So even in New Jersey, you don't have to belong to our local MLS to be on our team. We are expanded throughout the state, and that goes across state lines. So if you wanted to build a team across state lines, I don't even have to be licensed in that state. I can't sell in that state, but I can have team members in that state that are licensed, and we can create a team. We can keep the name if we want to, or they can have a sub team with a different name, but you can keep the name if you want to expand it across state lines, which is really cool.
That is really cool. So, well, how would someone get a hold of you if they wanted to join the team? I think that was the question I asked earlier.
Oh, yeah. So you can call me, my cell 908-565-0063. I'm also on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Twitter. So you can find me on all those. On my Facebook name is John Joseph. I just took my my first name and my middle name because I didn't want high school people stalking me.
Maybe they will now.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Actually, it's really funny. One of my high school, we weren't friends, but we knew each other. We hung out in different circles. But he's actually an eXp agent. And we went to the same high school, and he's been there probably closer to 3 years. But yeah, I bumped into him. I think we were talking on Facebook, but then I actually bumped into him at one of the events eXp throws. We do two major events a year, except for this year. But we do a shareholder summit in Orlando, and we do a eXp convention. They call it eXpCon. We do that every fall. So those are the two big events that we do.
Yeah, the summit this year was. The summit this year was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really cool. That was our first time doing it virtually. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it was really great that they included every single eXp agent in that.
Yeah, because it can get expensive if you want to fly there and book a hotel room and pay for the event. But it's well worth it because we do work virtually a lot. We're fortunate that we have an office that we can all meet at, but a lot of agents work from home. So you have that option at eXp Realty. If you're a broker in New Jersey, if you're a licensed agent that's a broker, you can open a branch office in New Jersey if you would like an office. If you're not a broker, you're not allowed to open an office in the state of New Jersey. Other states are different.
If you're a broker and you don't want to have the overhead of a real estate office, can you do that?
Totally. Yeah, there's no requirement for us to have an office. There's a Craig LePage, who is in our upline. They have a virtual office. They have a whole, how we have the whole eXp campus?
Yeah.
He has one of those that he purchased, and he sells spaces to agents that want it. So if they have a team and they all want to meet together, they can do it virtually in his group, or we can just pop in because we're in his we're in his expansion team. We can just pop in there anytime for free and talk to whoever we want to talk to if you want to just, get people's opinions about things.
That's cool.
So yeah, it's very cool.
One thing I love about our team, John, it's a little sidebar here, is the fact that we all meet once a week, every Wednesday, and just do a little powwow. How's everybody doing? It keeps us connected. It keeps us accountable, and it gives us an opportunity to see each other. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, I think it's really important to stay, to stay connected, especially, I like Zoom because we see your face, and Mark can wear his fun hats.
Oh, Mark with the hats, he's a character.
Yeah, so it's nice to do that. Even if we didn't have this pandemic, it's just easier to meet virtually than it is to go to an actual office, right?
Yeah.
Because it's great. Still, who wants, I don't know. I do like to see people face to face, but I'd rather do it over a cocktail.
But this is great. As soon as I'm done with this interview, I can turn off my computer and I can go on to my next meeting, which is right after this. So that's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, very.
Is there anything you wanted to cover that I didn't touch upon, John?
I could go on forever. The model is really, really great. If you should really take a closer look at it. We do Zoom calls weekly that is basically eXp explained. This week there is one tonight at 5 p.m. And there's also one on Wednesday mornings that's at 10 a.m. and that's every Wednesday. So if that's something you're interested in, I can't even speak, shoot me a text, 908-565-0063. I'll send you the link, and you'll be pleasantly surprised. We just kind of touched on a little bit of the model, but if you really want to take your career to the next level and put more money in your pocket, you should really take a closer look at this model.
I can't disagree with you. It's the best move I've ever made. So John, I know there's so many things that we really want to get to know about you. So let's consider this our first interview. How does that sound?
That sounds perfect.
We'll keep talking. And I want to thank everyone who's tuned in. I want to thank John Nash, eXp Realty, for his time today. Thank you, John. And I wanted to thank everyone for watching. So Mars Ward and John Nash at eXp, we're signing off. Have a great day. Thank you.
All right, everybody. Thanks.